man, you got to be exhausted. You got to be exhausted. And first off, I want to say on behalf of every single salesperson you've ever met, I apologize that you just met me now. I apologize. Because it shouldn't have been this difficult. You shouldn't have had to have spent the last 12 months eliminating and going through all this pain and torture and suffering. You should not have had to do that. You should not have seen hundreds of houses online. That is a lot of wasted energy and a wasted time that you have done. And again, I apologize that you didn't get to see me sooner. I wish you could have seen me sooner, but it all stops now. And it all starts now. And what I mean is, from this day forward, I'm going to do my absolute best to resolve this for you as fast as humanly possible. I'm going to do my absolute best to see if EPCON is the right decision for you. I'll be able to wrap that up, honestly, in the next few hours. If we are the right decision, then congratulations, welcome to EPCON. If not, then I promise you, I will show you exactly where you need to go buy next if it's not for me. But you do not need to go see another 10 builders. You either need to buy from us or you need to buy from one other person. But it all begins now in the sense of improving your life. And I'm glad that I get to start today. Let's begin. That's the script, guys. How often do you think a customer hears something like that? How often? Yell it out. Never. They don't hear it, do they? But if you are immediately taking ownership, remember I said the most important thing is stop being external, start being internal? Start being internal. And internal is, I can do this for you. I can do this for you. I can take care of you, and I can help you get what you want so that I can get what I want. And I can do that. I can do that. And I apologize that you've been mistreated up in this moment and you've spent time with untrained salespeople. I apologize. But again, I can help you in this moment. So remind them of the pain of wasted time. Number 2 is I want you to find every opportunity to spend more time with them. So let me share with you a really cool technique. So I remember when I was selling houses, I did not have an online sales counselor. So who are my online sales counselors here? Okay. So I'm not knocking you guys. I think you guys are phenomenal. But let me share with you sometimes when the pendulum swings one side to the other, sometimes we lose some good skill sets that we used to be able to do before we had the online sales counselor. Does that make sense? Okay, so let me share with you how to maximize your OSC relationship and do it in a different way. Okay, so before I had an OSC, obviously the lead came to me, okay, and I was the one that spent time with them. And I was the one that had a conversation with them, obviously over the phone. And I'm the one that started narrowing down the part of town they want to live in. And I closed them on the area, I closed them on the community, I closed them on the price range, I closed them on new versus used. And I was closing them on these kind of things, literally on the phone with them. And then what I would do, and check this out, and this is, you can actually start doing this with an OSC. So an OSC obviously can set that appointment for you. And so let's say the OSC sets the appointment for you for Tuesday at 2 o'clock, okay? You immediately, as soon as that appointment is set, obviously she or he is going to create that email introduction and hand it off. I want you to immediately get on the phone with that person, and I want you to start having a conversation with them. And I want you to start talking to them about, hey, here's what I've learned from my OSC, and here's what you're interested in, and here's what's important to you. And I want to make sure that I save you time, and I don't waste time with you when you come out at Tuesday at 2 o'clock. I want to make sure I capitalize on that. And so there's a lot of things that I can do for you prior to you coming in so that I can save you time. How does that sound, Mr. Customer? And they're like, yeah, that sounds amazing. And so now on the phone, I'm doing all those things with them before they come out. Now check out what I also used to do. Is they would come out at Tuesday at 2 o'clock, and then and I would say, hey, so it looks like based upon my calculations, you're about 45 minutes from Fort Worth. You're coming from Plano, you want to live in Fort Worth, and you're about 45 minutes away. And so at 1:15, you're going to get in your car, and I'm going to call you about 1:15 or about 1:20 once you're settled on your way here. And the reason why I'm going to do that is, again, I want to maximize your time. Number one, the maps are kind of weird, and so it might take you a different direction, maybe the longest way to get here. So one, I want to kind of talk you in the right way. And number two is, as you're coming in, again, I can learn a lot of things about you, and I can maximize that drive-in time, and I can capitalize on that for you. So again, once you come here, your time is of the essence, and I can help you. And they're like, sounds great. So I would call them, again, 45 minutes on the drive-in, and for 45 minutes, I now would spend time with them. And I would talk to him about, hey, so it looks like you're driving past the Euless Mall, and so on the is that about right? You should be around that. Yep. So on the left-hand side, you're going to see this, and that's about 15 minutes from our neighborhood. And so what's great about that is this, this, and this. Okay, so on the right-hand side, you just passed this, and so that's going to be a grocery store that you're going to use. And so I'm curious, what grocery store do you use now? Okay, perfect. Well, Albertsons is great too, so I love Albertsons for the following reasons. I'm curious, are you okay with Albertsons? I mean, I'm literally like selling them on the journey on the way in, like through the entire experience. Are you guys with me? So now 45 minutes later, they walk into my office, and I now have what's called a what? What do I have now? I have a be back. I got to be back. I got to be back. And I can do the be back dance. Be back dance is pretty cool. This is the be back dance, right? So the be back dance is, oh, you're one of the 20% that came back. I'm so excited because I need my conversion rate, and everyone's getting mad at me if I don't sell something, and I know I can sell you if you came back, and so you came back. And so because I've just spent 45 minutes with you on the way in, and I usually spend another 30 minutes with them talking to them on the phone before that conversation even happened. And so now I'm already banking an hour of time with you before you even walked into my model. And so I'm now a be-back. You're a be-back on the first visit. Now, Pulte Homes has never spoken to you. Pulte Homes has never talked to you. Pulte Homes doesn't have a relationship with you. They have a relationship with their OSC and a relationship with you. And so all of a sudden, Pulte Homes is going to spend 22 minutes with you. I've already spent an hour with you, and I'm already much further along in the journey of eliminating things that you care about and getting you to say yes to things that you care about. And so I'm now an hour ahead of Pulte Homes before they even started the conversation with them. Who do you think has the advantage? Of course. So I want you to find every opportunity to spend more time with them, right? So if a customer, for example, says, so let's say you set up, I always believe make a meeting from a meeting, right? So anytime, if you can't close them to buy a house today, then you make a meeting from a meeting, right? So either you buy a house from me today, or I make a follow-up appointment with you. So let's say the person says, I can't come out for a week, then immediately you schedule a Zoom presentation with them in 4 days at their current house. Because time kills deals. Say it with me, time kills deals. So I've got you all hot and heavy. You're all fired up wanting to buy a house from me. And now you're not going to come up for another 7 days. And during that time, 7 days from now, you're going to have friendly fire from all directions. Everyone's going to tell you not to do this. Your friends and family, your adult child, the media, everyone's going to make you afraid. And it's very possible you're going to ghost me and not even show up at that Saturday meeting 7 days from now. So I can't let that fire burn out. So instead, I'm going to schedule a meeting for you, hopefully within the next 3 days. If I can, if it's 7 days out, then I'm going to schedule a Zoom presentation with you at the convenience of your own house so I can continue the sales conversation and accomplish one of the other decisions that are along the way. I'm going to make it convenient for you, but I've got to keep that fire burned. So every opportunity you must find a way to spend time with your customer. Number 3 is you got to create a covenant, not a contract with your customers. And this is a big one. So when I first learned this, I was actually sitting in church, and the position I serve at church is I'm actually in charge of the safety team. So which is kind of cool because when you're in Texas, when if you could have an opportunity to carry a gun in church, then that's kind of cool, right? So I'm in charge of the safety team, which means I can carry a gun, and so it's kind of a Texas thing. Those you don't know, but you're in Texas, so just be okay with it. And so I'm in church and I'm listening to this message, and all of a sudden the pastor says something that's just like life-changing. And he just says, you don't have a contract with God, you have a covenant with God. And I'm like, what did you say? And because I'm like not really paying attention. and Mary's like, just pay attention. And he's like, you have a covenant with God, not a contract with God. And I'm like, what did you say? This is the coolest thing in the world. What did you say? And so of course, everything that I listen to, I'm always like, I could totally use this for sales training. So I'm always like changing things. So I'm like listening to this thing, and all of a sudden he's like, and I said, that's exactly what we need for salespeople. Is that right now, the reason why salespeople are not succeeding in life is because they've got contracts with their customers, not covenants with their customers. What do you mean? A contract is, you do this for me and I'll do this for you. That's a contract. A covenant is, regardless of how you show up, I will be there for you. Do we have covenants with our children? Do we have contracts with our children? What do we have? We better have a covenant. We better. Sometimes I feel like we have a contract, right? Sometimes I'm like, I really don't want to be your dad right now. You are driving me nuts. That's a contract. A covenant is, I'm going to love you no matter what, man. Like, no matter what, I'm going to love you. That's a covenant. And I share that with you because the most successful people in sales, they do not have contracts with their prospects. They've got covenants. If you want to know how to boost your relationships with your prospects and you want to have life-changing relationships, just have a covenant with everyone around you. And what does that mean? It means that no matter if you're mad at me, no matter if you're angry with me, no matter if you don't make eye contact with me, no matter if you don't give me the time of day, no matter if the husband's not there and the wife is there, no matter if the realtor gets in the way, no matter if you say that you don't have time for the presentation, no matter if you criticize my product, no matter if you tell me there's no way you're going to buy in this economy, it doesn't matter. Because I have a covenant with you, I don't have a contract. And a covenant says, I don't care how you act, I will still be the best version of me no matter what. Because you deserve that. And that's what we all signed up for, isn't it? Like we signed up because we have a calling. Because, I mean, when I started my company, 15 years ago now, I wanted it for one reason. That's when I wanted to ignite the pride, purpose, and respect for professional selling. I was so incredibly sick and tired of so many sales so many kind of crooked sales people that were teaching crooked sales skills. And I wanted to give nobility back to you guys. And I was so convinced that I could pull it off. But it starts with this. It starts with having a covenant, not a contract. It starts with you deciding, no matter if I sell you a house today, I'm going to give you the greatest experience of your life. No matter. No matter how rude you are to me or how mean you are to me, no matter, I will give you the best version of me. I remember when I was a kid,